Hey guys, today's video is going to be about us saving for adoption for an out-of-state foster care child. So, for those that don't know you, or don't know the logistics of adopting a child from foster care. Now, I still don't know all of them because I haven't done it yet, but we are foster parents and, well, licensed foster parents. We don't have a current placement with us, and I don't wish to foster anymore. We had one experience that did not turn out so well. Nothing to the child. It was just Kevin and I have a very relaxed parenting style, and the child that we had placed with us needed more guidance and supervision than a child of that age should have needed in a regular situation. But due to trauma and experiences that this child experienced in her life, we're only licensed for females, that we decided that it would be best to have the child placed in another home. It just wasn't working for the child. It wasn't a good situation for them. It wasn't a good situation for our children. And, you know, we had to think about all of the children involved and make our most informed decision possible for the situation. So we don't currently have a placement. We are still saving for adoption. We have saved up $527. I know, such a random number. When we first started our adoption process, our paperwork and the home study and the classes, we knew it would take some time. It's been 8 months, 9 months, something like that. 9 months. And since we started this process, it's been a long process. We were fully licensed in the end of September, and like not even a week after we were approved for our home study, we had a child placed with us. So we are still saving for our adoption. We had taken some money out of the adoption savings fund that we had started back in May. It might have been May. I don't know. Probably closer to June, July. We had taken some money out of that and used for finishing up this room that I'm currently in, which is future foster child and/or adoptive child's bedroom. Just currently using it temporarily until I can figure out where else to film videos. Plus, I really like this room. It gets a little cold, but it's not a bad room. We bought new sheets. We bought, laundry baskets. We bought a desk chair. Not the one I'm sitting in. This is the one from my desk upstairs. We bought a few things so that the child that was being placed with us would have their own personal space to do their homework and whatever else they wanted to do. So we've taken a little bit away from that. So we do have $527 saved. And now with an adoption from foster care, it all depends upon where you are living and where you are adopting from on the cost associated with adoption from U.S. foster care. If we adopt outside of our state, there is a cost of $3,000 that is due to our agency at the time of placement for the child. So essentially, before we can have a child that we want to adopt, if they're out of state, placed with us, we have to have $3,000. It will be handed over to our adoption agency before the child is ever placed with us. Those fees, or that money, covers our home study, our court costs, and our attorney's fees for adoption. Now, since looking into adoption after having our foster experience, we have chosen to adopt out of state, which is why we're still saving money. We need to come up with about $2,500 to have a child come into our home and stay with us for 6 months before we can legally adopt them. So some states, depending upon the child's situation, if they're medically fragile, they have a special need of some sort, learning disabilities, behavioral issues, ADHD, PTSD, there's lots of reasons why a child will be listed as special needs, but not every child that is listed as special needs is truly special needs in a medical way. The reason why some of these children are listed as special needs is because of their age. With their advanced age in foster care, most foster families or people that are looking to adopt do not want to take in the children that reach 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. Now, for our family, it's the exact opposite. We do not want to do the baby stages again. We don't want to do the toddler potty training, waking up in the middle of the night all night long. Not because we don't love our children or we don't love children in general, but as we've gotten older and our kids have gotten older, we just feel that a child that is already somewhat self-sufficient and relaxed and understands right from wrong and is, already not raised, but already knows what's going on in their life and knows what they want in life, is more our speed. We do have a 13-year-old son, and we are very relaxed in our parenting style, and I do mean very relaxed. Our kids hardly ever get punished. They get in trouble, yes, but they don't lose things. They don't lose their electronics. They don't lose their TV privileges. They have cable in their rooms. They got cable, every single channel you can think of, HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, all the movie channels. They've got Netflix. They've got Pandora. They've got, what else do they have on their TVs? Like anything you get, YouTube. They get on YouTube from their TVs. They do it all. They have Xboxes. They have an Xbox One, an Xbox 360. They have a Wii. They have a PlayStation 4. They each have DSs. These kids are wired. They have a computer that's just theirs. My oldest is about to get a laptop for Christmas. Hope you're not watching, bud. You can thank Santa Claus for that one. Our kids are good kids. They have some behavior issues. We have one child that likes to lie and steal, and we are still dealing with that. It's definitely a challenge, but it is very much something we have to work on still. Our oldest is in all honors classes. He doesn't have to be reminded to do his homework, although he has been twice. He was failing his math class because it was just too much work, and I finally just made him buckle down and do it. He wanted the honors classes, and I said, okay, and you got to work hard to keep it. So let's do it. I didn't take away his cell phone. I didn't take away his video games. I just made him sit down and do it. I sat there and watched him. Made sure he turned it in. Now, I didn't go to school and tell him or tell his teacher, my son's not doing this. It's too much. No, I made my child do it. He wanted this class. He's going to do it. I don't go run to his teachers or email them and be like, oh, can my child have an extension? No, my child either needs to get it done when it's due, or any time before, you know, the math teacher gives them a week from the day it's due to turn it in for full credit, and anything after that is, it only allows you to get up to 70%. So I'll take the 70% if that's what he needs. I mean, he needs to learn. He wanted this, and that's how it's going to be. So we don't really punish our kids for, you know, things. Very, very rarely. We might take it away for a day or two. Never longer than that. Our kids don't need to be reprimanded on a constant basis. So we need a child that can fit in that lifestyle, that knows right from wrong, that can handle, you know, fitting right in with that. I don't need to be over your shoulder doing your homework with you. I should want to tell you to go get a shower. Yes, baby. Okay, 1 minute, please. I'll be up in a minute. See, you know, we just need a child that is on our level as far as parenting. We're very relaxed, and we like it that way. We don't have to supervise our kids every second of every day. Our 5-year-old, yes, he's way out there. Whew, he's out there. He can't sit still. We believe he's autistic, or maybe autistic. There's potential. Maybe he has ADHD with ODD. We're not sure. We're just still kind of playing it by ear, and then probably around the first of the year, we're going to try and get him in with the pediatrician and see what we can do to improve his behaviors. Whether it's seeing a behavioral specialist, medication for ADHD, you know, we don't know yet. We're going to have to work on that in 2018. But he is having a hard time sitting still in school and playing well with others. So let's see. Yeah, we're still saving for adoption. We have to come up with like $2,500. I wanted to do a GoFundMe, but I started one and I never did anything with it. Like, I told about our story. Like how we met, how many kids we have, what we're doing, why we want to adopt, you know, our goal for adoption, and I just didn't do anything with it after that point. Like, I never shared it. I never asked friends to donate. I never asked family to donate. So we have to come up with the $3,000 if we want to adopt a child out of our state. We have a few children that we are interested in learning more about. They are all over the age of 13, up to 16 or 17, I'm not sure. There are some in the state of Pennsylvania, some in the state of Ohio, and some in the state of North Carolina or South Carolina. I can't remember which one. Might have been both. And we are only currently trying to obtain information regarding these children that are legally free for adoption, meaning that they can leave the state of wherever they're at. So if we decide to go to Pennsylvania, we'd be able to leave the state with the child and then come live with us where we are. So we know we have to come up with the money, and I was going to use my YouTube earnings for part of that. So technically, if you think about it, right now I have AdSense earnings of over $100 sitting in my AdSense account, waiting for me to cash out. Yes, I know I can right now, but I'm afraid if I cash out now, that it won't go to what it's really meant to go for. So I'm just holding on to it until I have enough saved up, and then transferring it to my savings account, or our savings account. So I'm hoping that my AdSense from YouTube will start to, you know, grow, so I can take that money and we can put it into our adoption fund. And then if we haven't reached our goal of $3,000 by the month of March, then we're going to take money from our tax return and put it into the savings fund for adoption. I will leave a link below for our GoFundMe account, our campaign for GoFundMe, and then hopefully we can come up with the rest of the money before March. I was going to consider asking a family member for help with that and ask them to loan us money. And we are going to inquire about several children who are wards of the state that they live in, and see if there's any kind of I don't know what I'm looking for, like help for adopting, like it's not really a stipend at that point, but like any kind of grant or such for the expenses of adopting that child because of their age. And I'm still waiting for our national registry profile to be approved, so that our information can go out to social workers all across the United States, so they can match us with a child, or we can inquire about a child specifically. You have to have an approved home study before you can even do that. And since our social worker left the agency recently to do something different with his life, which is fine, absolutely fine. I wish him the best of luck in every endeavor that he, you know, sets off to do in his life. And I hope he's well. I really enjoyed working with him, and you know, I really hope that we can make this happen, and we can incorporate another child into our lives and give them all the love and support that they want, need, and deserve. No child deserves to be stuck in the foster care system for whatever reason. They deserve to not be in a group home. They deserve to have a family who will love, cherish, and, you know, want to see them grow and succeed in their lives. And that's what our family wants to do. We have the support of my parents. My parents have been phenomenal. My mom especially. She's been there when I wanted to give up on this adoption and foster process. For whatever reason, I don't even remember what it was. It was so petty that I can't even recall why I was upset. But we are definitely on the road to adopting, and I really hope that we can achieve that goal before we have to go through a updated home study in September of 2018. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you would like to check out our GoFundMe, it will be linked below. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.